of class, I'm still 20%, so get your head out your ass. I'm the antonym of the internet, still cleaning up the viruses that you had left. I think I'm falling in love again. Don't stop until you hear the I'm the antonym of the internet, been fighting on new grounds over if my love is valid. Fuck the cynicism, let the colors fly. Don't care, you think it's cringe because it's not your life. She said, do you like waffles? I said, hell yeah. Been watching Equals 3 until 2 a.m. I ain't got no iPhone, but I got a DS with a keychain, a pinky. Her cupcakes are the best. I've been failing my classes cause I don't give a damn. They say the world is my oyster, but the free market's a scam. Everything's been changing since last generation was born, and they won't try to take and change. Use a two-edged sword. I'm the antonym of the internet, still cleaning up the viruses that you had left. I think I'm falling in love again. Don't stop until you I'm the antonym of the internet, been fighting on new grounds over if my love is valid. Fuck the cynicism, let the colors fly. Don't care, you think it's cringe because it's not your life. It's never too late to fall in love with the world. Your past is not today, so say you're straight with a twirl. Yeah, we've all made mistakes before, that's the fact of life. But once you restate your heart, you'll be just fine. Now it's your life, you say it's all mine. All mine. Revel in your friends and hobbies, let your heart speak. Wanna drift to say some shit, just block that internet freak. I'm the antonym of the internet, still cleaning up the viruses that you had left. I think I'm falling in love again. Don't stop until you I'm the antonym of the internet, been fighting on new grounds over if my love is valid. Fuck the cynicism, let the colors fly. Don't care, you think it's cringe because it's not your life. I messaged some bounty over Tumblr last night. She said, raw X3, so it's true love at first sight. Throw out my candy bracelets, now I'm headed to class. I'm still 20%, so get your head out your ass. I'm the antonym of the internet, still cleaning up the viruses that you had left. I think I'm falling in love again. Don't stop until you hear the I'm the antonym of the internet, been fighting on new grounds over if my love is valid. Fuck the cynicism, let the colors fly. Don't care, you think it's cringe because it's not your life. She said, do you like waffles? I said, hell yeah. Been watching you.
You know what? I feel like we're all here. I feel like we can just go ahead and start up. This is fine. So, yeah. As you can see, I've been, doing a lot. I blame you guys for that Rayquaza drawing, by the way. Ever since we started talking about Destiny Deoxys, I like rewatched a bit of it, and I caught the scene where Rayquaza gets knocked into the ocean, is ahead of me. Don't know how I had to outdo him. And Deoxys is like staring at the water, is like, is it dead? And then Rayquaza jump scares it and insta kills it or whatever. And that scene, I'm like, but what if they were like encountered each other in the upper atmosphere? And Rayquaza did a whole Jaws thing where it like swam under the clouds and then emerged to sneak attack. And Assembly, you're totally right. I originally I was gonna do like a full detailed drawing. The silhouette was like a placeholder based on the reference image, but like doing that and making it like less detailed and like the shock of the hyper beam light essentially is why I posted in chat if you want to see the new version or the new Deoxys art essentially. Oh, forgot to do this. Okay, well, so we're still trapped in this fucking place. Just like a redo, it's way better. Yeah, it is. I still, that is one of the things I'm still trying to get a hold of is sometimes less detail is better. Because there's this instinct in me now that I can actually do detail is to put all the detail everywhere, you know? Like go in and add extra detail wherever I can. Make sure even the small characters have a lot of detail. Sometimes you just make them kind of right-shaped blobs and then make the lighting really harsh and that like emphasizes the mood way better. And the hyper beam, the way the harsh lighting like reflects it off its shell, like if the hyper beam is about to hit. I also did this other thing that's in Procreate, which is a directional blur, I think it's called. All right, I think this is the way we're supposed to be going because these guys are like guarding this entrance. And that kind of gives it that like you know when something is like in a show when an attack is about to go off and the character like blurs. Like, everything behind them blurs as their shadows peel out. That's kind of what I did, and I put that in there with some shadowing, and it really pops now. I fucking love it. Thank you for the advice, Assembly. Seriously. I do like how Rayquaza came out, though. It came out very smooth. There's a few little tweaks I want to make to it eventually, but at this point, I really do think I just need to add the moon and stars, and then start working on the, shadow for the clouds and Rayquaza. Might still add the Aurora, but it came out really well. I'm really happy with the way it's going. So, thank you guys for getting me on a Pokemon tangent. It led to good art. I love how canonically the Deoxys is functionally immortal. I mean, sort of. I mean, you could just destroy the gem. The gem is essentially its entire being. It's only immortal so long as the gem still exists. That gem is probably very breakable. Shit. This isn't good. Damn it. I do think it was really cool, though. Destiny Deoxys was a really good movie just because it had this air of mystery. Like, fucking alien Pokemon technically have been up for a while. Like, even in base Hoenn, the idea that Pokemon come from outer space is like a thing. Hell, base Kanto, that was a thing. Alright, I need to heal my party. Let's go ahead and do that. Because, like, what was it? Lunastone and... Oh, God, what were the Soul Rock and Lunastone, I think? Like, look, crazy out point-blank Hyper Beam on Deoxys and the gem didn't break. I mean, yeah, but... Okay. That gets me off to the upper equates. I reckon adding more shadowing at the bottom of the picture. Right now, it feels like the bud has equal focus when compared to the fight. Yeah, I am. Rayquaza is currently just flat colored. I haven't really added any shadowing at all. The only shadowing is coming from, like, the line art at this point. So, yeah, I am going to make it very shadowed. I'm going to add some harsh lighting around his mouth where the Hyper Beam's coming from. I'm going to shadow him in the background so it looks more like he's in the background, definitely. Let's see. What is our best move here? Alright. Stab. Nice. Yeah. But no, like, even in the base Pokemon universe, Pokemon coming from outer space were a thing. But until Deoxys, they always felt like, I don't know, just like its lore. It didn't really feel like they were from outer space until Deoxys. Deoxys felt completely alien to the rest of the Pokemon universe in the way it could, like, instantly regenerate and tell me on Earth how that gym is breakable. Point blank Rayquaza Hyper Beam. Remember, in the game it might do the same damage regardless. In the universe, Rayquaza BOP. I mean, in game too, I guess, but like especially in universe. But a Hyper Beam is just mostly, at least, heat and energy damage. So a physical attack might do more damage against it. What if it got like fucking? What is like the most powerful physical? What if a Lucario, like a Mega Lucario, like a level 100 Mega Lucario, decided to like freaking just decimate it with like a Steel Claw or something like that, or like a Extreme Speed Point Blank Punch or something? It might break then. Who knows? I sure as hell don't. All right, let's get him off. All right. I hate this. There we go. The enemies are actually getting really tough right now. Not sure if that's coming across here. I flat out can't see it breaking. It's probably possible. I mean, Arceus could probably break it, but Arceus, that's like saying God could do it. That's like saying God. I mean, that is literally just saying the Pokemon God could do it, so that doesn't really mean shit. Hyper Beam is 150 power. You also need to take in raise special attack. Yeah. Although, again, it could just have special attack immunity. Like, what if it just has insane special defense but low physical defense? I don't really think we really get to see it, I don't think we see it take a lot of blunt damage. I mean, maybe, like, when it's in Deoxys' shell, but Deoxys is a psychic type, so as long as it's conscious, it can probably use its shell to defend itself. Because its shell is literally just materialized psychic matter. Oh my god, I can't even get off a freaking attack. This is so stupid. Dumb. I mean, there are plenty of Pokemon who have, like, good special defense, but shit physical defense. That's totally a thing. Alright, let's buff our whole team real quick. Damn it. Alright, triple counter. Let's go! The interesting thing for me, though, is Deoxys is apparently, like, conscious, even if it's not, like, in full form. Like, the main gimmick of the movie is essentially it creates that, like, weird Aurora Wisp thing to communicate and also to, like, talk even while it's in the shell. So even when it couldn't materialize a body, it was still conscious? Which implies these things are constantly aware of their surroundings, no matter how damaged they become. Which, that kind of must suck. I mean, imagine being trapped inside a rock for... Imagine if your body petrified and you were trapped inside of it for literal years. That would just suck, I think. Alright. Look, even the canonical movie people were flat out shocked that Red Deoxys was still alive. Oh yeah, absolutely. They were like, holy shit. It just took a hit from Rayquaza. I mean, they were surprised that it could regenerate from Rayquaza's Hyper Beam. Remember, Rayquaza already clipped it with the Hyper Beam earlier. And it just, like, freaking regenerated an entire arm. Instantly, with, like, 0 effort. That was insane. That's what I'm saying. Deoxys almost seemed to play... When Deoxys showed up in Destiny Deoxys, it felt like we were encountering something that ran by completely different rules. I know that in-game, it feels a bit more normal because, you know, it's just another Pokemon and has to operate in the same stat system or whatever. But, like, in-universe, it's a really weird anomaly. Because, again, even the other Pokemon we have from outer space are things like sentient meteors, which we already know sentient rocks is a thing in the Pokemon universe. That's not that surprising. But, like, aside from them, I guess there's the Clefable line, which is theoretically comes from the moon. I mean, I think they confirmed it in the manga, but I'm not sure how canon the manga is to the general lore, because the manga gets weird as shit. Have any of you ever read or seen clips from the Pokemon manga? It is it's a trip. It is a trip. It's a hell of a trip. Like very, very weird. You get to see, I think, what was it? You get to see Pikachu's dick, I think, at one point. Or no, was it Clefairy's dick? It's just strange. Damn it. Alright, we're not doing this anymore. We're breaking this. Perfect. Get sabotaged. Die, please. Sounds about right. Yeah. Although they also just have a bit more violence. The manga is allowed to get away with a lot more than the show, it looks like. Especially compared to the English version of the show, obviously, because that's even more, you know, sanitized than the Japanese version. The Japanese version isn't exactly, like, brutal or anything. It just isn't as, like, deeply sanitized as the English one was. Made difficult when creating an AI character was making it feel foreign. Yeah, and I think they did a really good job with Deoxys. I think it's one of the reasons why the movie is so cool. That, and it has a really interesting premise of a kid who's, like, afraid of Pokemon. It turns out his secret best friend is a Pokemon. Which, to be fair, most people would have been like, yeah, no duh. But, again, the whole point of the movie is that Deoxys is so alien, so other, that it's basically not a Pokemon by normal standards. It barely qualifies, you know. Which is very interesting. Also, I like that they actually imposed... There was a cool restriction with when Deoxys shut off all the power and how it, like, knocked out the Pokemon summoning network, essentially, for the Pokeballs. I thought that was the coolest... I don't think they've ever done anything like that ever again. But it was the coolest shit. Because it basically was like, oh yeah, we had some Pokemon out with us. But, like, if you were one of the randos in the city who didn't have your Pokemon on their shoulder, or were, like, having a picnic with them at the moment... You were basically just done. And, yeah, Deoxys wasn't trying to hurt them, but you didn't know. Oh god, poor Tori. Yeah, poor Tori. Trauma be real. I mean, it's a real... Like, that's the other thing, too. It's like, I buy that he's traumatized to the point where he does not like being around Pokemon. It doesn't feel forced, like a lot of times it can in kids' shows. It feels fairly realistic. He went through something really horrible and was like, yeah, I just can't handle being around wild animals anymore. I'm sorry. I feel like I have flashbacks from when I was nearly trampled to death after I watched the space dragon nearly kill an alien god thing. Because Deoxys is legendary. Like, that's the kind of thing that would make you not okay. Just not okay, period. Oh, man. But, yeah, the whole movie has, like, a lot of stuff going for it. It has the cool alien Pokemon. It has Rayquaza, who is best boy. Until, like, honestly, for most of my history, Rayquaza was my favorite Pokemon. Like, I think I like Giratina a lot, and I do really like Garchomp. And Dragonite always holds a place in my heart, but honestly, even now, Rayquaza is still, like, my boy. When I got him in Emerald, when I went to the Sky Tower and got him, it felt like the game just became instantly easier. Like, Rayquaza could do anything. Rayquaza was God, and the rest of the Pokemon bowed before the Lord of the Sky, you know? Like, he would literally would just show up to Kyogre and Groudon fighting and be like, knock it the fuck off, your weather effects go away, now settle down, children. Oh, man. Like, he was literally just like the annoyed older sibling and /or parent to Groudon and Kyogre, who was like, children, settle the fuck down and stop being such assholes. I loved it. It's great. Again, a lot of his ability is capture my heart rate descended through Suopolis through the clouds. Yeah. It's great. That scene. It just, again, there's so much to like about Rayquaza. Such a cool design. The actual lore implications of him are pretty cool. The whole he's meant to keep the other two in check, and he literally turns off weather effects. Just works perfectly, in my opinion. Alright, let's wreck this shit. Music, the atmosphere, it was all incredible. Oh, absolutely. I actually really like the Destiny Doxus' soundtrack. It has a really good soundtrack. There's this song when they're in the park, like when one of the first auroras is showing up. This Side of Paradise, great song, fantastic, and I love it. I actually have it. I think I have the old DVD of Destiny Doxus. It's one of the Pokemon movies I actually have on DVD. That and The Mystery of Mew. Hoenn had some really good movies. You know, I talk about how good the Diamond and Pearl movies are, but like, the more I think about it, the more I kind of realize I love this Side of Paradise. I know, right? And the scene where all the Pokemon are just playing in the park is one of the best, like, music video things they've ever done. Also, the full-length version of Ultimate Battle from Lucario and Mystery Mew. I forgot that for a second. Lucario and Mystery Mew was also a really fun movie. Damn, Hoenn also had it going on. Hoenn also had, like, really good movies, honestly. I mean, Jirachi the Wishmaker is meh. The Manaphy movie is fun, I guess. Kind of forgettable, all things considered. I know we went to an undersea palace and all, but, like, it was whatever. It was heartwarming trying to overcome trauma. Yeah, watching him slowly... That's the thing. One of the things movies can have a problem with is that because they're just, like, characters, they generally, especially the Pokemon movies, have generally gotten away from, like, the filler arc feel of a lot of movies by centralizing it on another character who we can watch grow and change and stuff. Ash very rarely is, like, I'd say the main character of a Pokemon movie. And for Destiny Doxus, it was Tori. And then Lucario the Mr. Mew had Lucario. God, Lucario was such a... Lucario the Mr. Mew, also, again, such a good movie. We literally see a Lucario who's been trapped in an aura staff for, like, centuries. Oh, man, that must have been... That whole thing was just tragic. And then find out he did it to keep him safe. Oh. Oh, man. But, yeah, Hoenn was a bit hit or miss. Jirachi Wishmaker was meh. I thought it was just whatever. And, you know, it was one of the movies to sell us on the idea of the legendary that they were going to have a mystery event for. Whatever. That's fine. You can do that. Then they had, what was it? Manaphy. I think Manaphy was Manaphy Hoenn or Sinnoh, actually? No, Manaphy would have been Sinnoh, right? Yeah, Manaphy would have been Sinnoh. Manaphy was, like, probably the least good of the Sinnoh movies. What was the other... I feel like there was, like, another Hoenn movie I'm forgetting. But I can't put my finger on it. I remember Dawn. Okay, yeah, it was a Hoenn movie. It felt weirdly disconnected from the other Sinnoh movies then, because, like, I guess it wasn't really a, like, normal Pokemon game tie-in. It was more of a Ranger tie-in. Oh. So, I guess that makes sense that it was kind of disconnected from the other movies, because it wasn't really promoting that movie, or that game. It was more promoting the other game franchise Pokemon had going at the time. You know, I still think the DS was probably, like, just one of the most fun consoles. The dual screen made it actually feel a bit different than other consoles in a lot of ways. Whereas, you know, the Switch is just another console. Don't get me wrong, I like the Switch. I like it a lot. Dawn is from Sinnoh. Yeah, Dawn is from Sinnoh. I know Dawn is from Sinnoh, Fred. I know Dawn is from Sinnoh. I couldn't remember who was in the movie, though. I had trouble remembering if May was there or not. Or if it was Dawn. But I do, but Jirachi Wishmaster was probably one of the worst ones from Hoenn. Weirdly enough, Kanto doesn't really have I mean, does Kanto have a bad movie? I don't think Kanto has a bad movie. Huh. Because they have 3, 2000 in the first one, and those are all, like, fucking great. Then why did you think the movie was from Hoenn? I didn't remember that Dawn was in it. Code and Assembly. Okay, let me rephrase this. When I was wondering, I didn't remember if Dawn was in it or not, and I remembered it after you said it. Once you said Dawn was in it, I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But I wasn't thinking that it was... I was trying to remember, because I know they spoiled some Sinnoh Pokemon in Hoenn movies. Jirachi... I mean... not Jirachi. Lucario and the Mystery Mew. They spoiled Lucario in a Hoenn movie, for example. So I wasn't sure if it was or was not. Ooh. I did? That was a slip of the tongue then. Sorry about that. Oof. It might be the delay, too. There is a slight delay in there. Although, maybe not? I don't know. Anyhow. What other things? Does anybody remember the, speaking of, like, anime movies, 'cause I guess this is our topic for today. Does anybody remember the Yu-Gi-Oh! Time Travel movie? Oh, that was actually, it was fun, but the duel was so short. Like, it was like one of the shortest duels when you actually look at the turn number. I think that duel was like 3 or 4 turns, legitimately. It felt like actual modern Yu-Gi-Oh! In a weird way. I mean, at the time, modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Nowadays, modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like a turn 1 format. But back then, back when that movie came out, around like, around 5Ds, yeah, it would have been like a few turns. You would have had like 3 or 4, most. Which is about what that game had. The Duelist from Beyond Time. For the longest time, that movie confused the ever-loving shit out of me. Because, okay, this is hilarious. They dubbed the movie, alright? But they dubbed it assuming that you had watched the subtitled version of GX and 5Ds. Because the villain from the time travel movie is directly related to the end arc of 5Ds. And it's also related to the ending of GX, because Yubel is there with Jaden. So there's this whole scene where Yubel and Jaden are just chatting as London burns, and Cyber Dragon is being used to torch a city. And it's like, wait, since when were Jaden and Yubel on good terms? I mean, I know they faded into oblivion, but I didn't think they were around anymore. And it's like, yep, they are. It's like, so are we going to get that as dubbed? Or, nope, you're getting this dubbed, though. It was so bizarre to me. Because I actually hadn't seen... Because for a long... When I first watched it when I was younger, I hadn't seen the subtitled version. I just thought that GX ended in kind of a cliffhanger where Jaden, you know, vanished into the other reality with Yubel forever. So when I saw him standing in the middle of nowhere as London burns around, I was just like, wait, what? Turns out, yeah, there's a whole other season where Jaden finally puts to bed the last of his demons and shit. You know, from having basically pseudo-killed his friends. Because they're not actually allowed to kill them, but sending them to the stars was basically killing them. Okay, that split person who's buffing everybody is really annoying. Damn it, I cannot do that timing. Okay, wow, that was a really delayed gradient attack. Alright. But yeah, there's also the Yu-Gi-Oh! Pyramid of Light movie, where Seto Kaiba's arrogance is used. Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. Gods, I had that card. I think I even tried to use it in a deck, but it just kind of sucks. One of the weird things with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that it has like old Magic syndrome, where all the lore relevant cards, you know, the stuff that like appears in the show and stuff, kind of sucks. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, Dark Magician and Blue Eyes are fine, but a lot of the stuff that's like really strong in the show, you know, like the enemy cards, like the enemies, like if let's say like the Orichalco seal, for example, is kind of just whatever. I think they even released the Orichalcos monsters and they were kind of just whatever too. And it's all just, hey, if a villain uses a really overpowered card, get ready for a really disappointing version of that to pop up. Meanwhile, Magic has started just like making all the like signpost cards ridiculously OP. I mean, Sephiroth is the only, like one of the only non-planeswalkers that creates emblems now. What else? What else have I been up to? What else? Still working on the review. I'm hopeful I can get that done this weekend because I actually have tomorrow off. So I'm going to talk with Assembly for a bit in the morning, and then I will be moving on to doing the review and hopefully getting it finished that day. and if not, on that Saturday. You gotta admit, Virus Groudon for Jirachi to make it was surreal. It was weird. Because, like, we'd already kind of established Jirachi couldn't, like... I don't know. I've been reading the rules of sorcery. Okay, that's good. Yeah, you have been mentioning... I kind of figured that, because you did kind of mention a few different things from the sorcery rulebook. I guess, but it was strange to me because the Groudon... I mean, like, don't get me wrong, it's weird that we got, like, Primal Groudon spoiled, you know, almost a decade before Primal Groudon was a thing in the show. That was definitely weird. It's also your max health. Wait, it is? You can't go over 20? Oh. That makes life gain stuff, like, way worse. Huh. Okay. I mean, life gain's still decent because, you know, damage is pretty low, but that gain 7 is actually way worse if you can't go above your max or your starting amount. See, the Jirachi Wishmaker thing, though, was weird for me just because, like, yes, it was cool, but I'm not really sure how Jirachi, like, you know, did it. I mean, I get it was funneling ancient power from... Yeah, but, like, we had already kind of established that Jirachi wasn't really, like, a wish granter. It was a teleporter that could teleport you whatever you wanted. And I get they were channeling, like, the Comet's power or whatever, but, like, shouldn't that have just amplified Jirachi's psychic wish-making power? I'm confused as to, were they like summoning biological material from Groudon and then using wish power to convert it or something? It was the motivation of the wish. Oh, because the avatar cards actually have the starting life total. You know, oh, that's such a cool design space. That's such a cool design space, Fred. That means that in future avatars, they can have avatars that are weaker than others, but maybe start with, like, more life. Like an avatar that starts with a 40 life or something, but it only has the ability to put lands into play, and that's it? Like, maybe it doesn't do anything else, or can't? Was not at granting a wish. Actually, it literally was, if you watch the movie. If you watch the movie... Jirachi may ask Jirachi, or Max, I forget who asked Jirachi for the candy, but one of them asked Jirachi for candy, and Jirachi teleports candy to them. They say the words, "I wish for candy," and he teleports candy. That's how he grants wishes. That's literally, in the show, it's literally called out. Oh, you mean like the actual, like, in-universe move, Wish. Like the healing move in-game, at least. I guess? I don't know, it felt weird, like, I get it. Like, in-universe, we know there is a move called Wish that can do stuff. But, like, it feels weird because in the movie, with the rules it sets up, Jirachi is just a teleporter. Alright. This stupid Beyblade move. Got him. That's how his power works. Sometimes he uses that power to grant wishes. I guess. I mean, it's not really an issue. We've seen Pokemon do stupider for no reason. Quite frankly, and it's not like he wasn't doing it with anything. He was using, like, the special location they were in was necessary because it let them summon the Groudon essence or whatever. So, like, there's probably an explanation there if you want. Even without the wish power, there's probably still, like, something like, yes, he was calling forth the power. I was agreeing with you. Oh. You were agreeing with me? Well, like, again, I'm saying there's probably... I think the wish power in the universe, but I think you probably make an argument that he was, like, summoning the power, because if he just teleports stuff, and it's not limited to physical matter, maybe he could, like... I mean, we know Groudon and Kyogre have some kind of, like, Super Saiyan bullshit energy from, like, their primordial forms now, from, you know, ancient Groudon, ancient Kyogre. Because, like, they're specifically supposed to be weaker than they used to be. They used to be more primal and crazy, and that's, you know, that's the whole Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire thing. So, like, maybe he's summoning the echoes of that power with the full power of the, you know, of the meteor or the comet. He can, like, actually call forth the full force of their ancient power that's been left to rot on the earth. Fairy godparent rules. Yes, exactly. Fairy godparent rules. It works unless the story specifically says it doesn't work. Look, Matt wanted candy. There was candy nearby. Why use wish power when you can just teleport it? What I'm saying is that outside of the... So, here's the thing. The only time we've ever seen Jirachi not use its wish power for teleporting, as in, somebody says, Jirachi, I wish, and teleport. Whenever somebody says, Jirachi, I wish, for blank, regardless of what it is, Jirachi just teleports it to them. Or teleports something relevant, or teleports something away. When we see the ancient Kyogre thing, the guy doesn't say, I wish for you to summon ancient Groudon to do my bidding. He channels the power of the meteor through Jirachi's hidden eye. And that's it. He doesn't even say the I wish words. Like, Jirachi's not even given a wish to grant. From what I remember, at least. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he does say I wish. But from what I remember, he doesn't say I wish. He just points at the weird Groudon stuff and is like, give me Groudon. And thus Groudon appeared. Yes, I shall channel the power of the comet. It's been a long time since I've seen the movie, though. Maybe he does say I wish. But I don't think he did. Alright. Let's go. Oh, man. Old Pokemon movies. God damn. When did I stop watching Pokemon movies? I know I watched Genesect, so I was at least watching in Black and White 4. He was creating a Groudon. Oh, right. He didn't want to summon Groudon. He wanted to make his own Groudon. I don't want to just get a Groudon. That's so Team Magma. I want to make my own Groudon. I'm better than Team Magma. I know shit. I'm smart. I can just make a Groudon for us. We don't need to control the real one. We can just make a new one. Pokemon movies are like surreal. Have any of you seen the Digimon movies? Not just the first one, but the other Digimon movies. Do you know, like, because there was like a Digimon movie for basically every single generation of Digimon. Like every single season of Digimon had a movie. For example, Digimon Adventures 2 had Diaboromon come back. Yeah, in case you're wondering, Diaboromon came back. Again. Yes. I'm bigger and better. Don't worry, that only happened once. Tamers did something completely different. Tamers had a movie. Actually, Tamers had 2 movies. Tamers had 2 movies. I prefer the train movie. I forget what it's called. There was one where they were on an island with this like mythical Digimon, and there's another one with like this rogue runaway train with like mind control spiders. It was pretty cool. Locomon, Runaway Locomon. That was the train one. Runaway Locomon. Ah, that was fun. Also, just putting this out there for no reason, Digimon Season 4, Frontiers, very underrated. Very good series. It didn't have them with like a companion Digimon. It was the one where they like turned into Digimon, which honestly was the natural progression when you look at the previous season of Tamers, and where they were like fusing with their Digimon. And they had Digimon like friends or whatever. Like they had a lot of Digimon characters. SKG Initiative. Oh yes, I have Stop Killing Games Initiative. Yes, I did see that. Apparently, we have pirate software to thank for that. Apparently, there was like a big push by him near the end of it, in which apparently people are attributing. I'm not sure if he actually was the reason, but he was a major person who started like heavily pushing people to sign the petition. Only Digimon movie I saw was the one about the fire Digimon. There are others. Actually, that movie had a sequel with the second generation Tamers. Damn it. Where it came back. Oh, that was fun. Digimon also, fun fact by the way, so literally the exact opposite happened. Okay, so again, I'd only heard about this from like one source. So tell me what you've heard. Literally the exact opposite. Fun fact, by the way, the movie you saw is actually multiple. Did the only positive thing. Also, this moonwalk. Man's info is abysmal. I only vaguely heard about it. It's not like I had time to research it. I literally just heard about it. Like, not even like during the day today. I heard about it, I saw something about it in my feed on, I think there was a YouTube video that, like, the thumbnail was like, Pirate helped push us over the edge with the Stop Killing Video Games thing. Literally right before I streamed, like an hour before. I didn't even click on the video. I just, like, heard about it, and I checked on the Stop Killing Games thing, and it was like, oh, it got over 1 million. And so I thought he involved somehow in that, based on that information. It was literally all I had, which is why I specifically asked you. Was kind of asking, like, what if that was actually what happened. I'm pretty sure we talked about this months ago. He's been against it since the beginning. Yeah, I know, but I thought he did a push for it recently. Yes, I understand that. I know he used to be against it, but I heard that he changed sides on it and told people to go sign the petition. That's what I'm saying. I didn't know anything more than that. I wasn't claiming any sources for that because, again, I hadn't done time to do research on it. I know Stop Killing Video Games was a thing for a while. Let's see here. Alright, let's go ahead and kill this guy. Alright. Nice. I know he was against it. I just didn't know if he was, like, eventually turned back on it. Again, I only saw a thumbnail, and I did not have a great deal of information on it. All I knew is that it reached its goal, and that Pirate Software was being... People were saying he helped it because he was playing a villain to rally against. Ooh! That's... Okay, that's why they're saying he saved it. Okay. Again, I knew he was like against it, and my thought was like, you know, from the thumbnail I'd seen was just like, oh, maybe he'd like come around or something. But if it was just a backlash against him, it's like, yeah, that's fair. It's weird. I've seen some of his stuff, particularly shorts, and I've seen some of his regular videos. I even watched a stream or two, and I think he's like decent. He's fun. He's fun to watch. I disagree with him by a lot of stuff, though. Not everything, which is interesting. Like, there are plenty of things he talks about that I agree with, but there are also plenty of things he talks about that I just flat out don't agree with. He's generally, like, similar to me in the sense that, like, you know, the general understanding that piracy is oftentimes a service issue, and that making things available will generally help. But he also tends to be... As someone who has worked in the game industry and clearly is still working with major publishers, I think his content tends towards certain viewpoints that are more company-friendly in a lot of ways. He does give a decent amount of insight about, like, the actual, like, work against, like, bots and scam accounts, which I think is nice. A lot of his whenever he talks about, like, the inner workings of how online games go about trying to block spammers or bots or, you know, or cheaters or, you know, stuff like that, I think that can be really interesting. But I just, like, he can be very frustrating at other times. Yeah. Like, again, he feels like a very interesting source of information, and occasionally I'll be like, yeah, I'm on your side with this. And then he'll just say something else, and I'll be like, But then again, he's at least a different perspective. And I might not agree with his perspective. In fact, I think he's very wrong about some things. Like again, we talked about, we joked about him, again, when we first watched that video of his about Stop Killing Games, where he was like, no, this is just, like, a worthless distraction or whatever. It wasn't something he said, like, along the lines of, it's no, I will not support it because it's going to damage live service games. The hard part is he cannot correct himself if he is wrong. I'll have commented under one of his videos if he pushes back, he doesn't respect basic business etiquette. Yeah, and again, I think one of the things I talked about when he first went up against Stop Killing Games is I don't particularly care if live service games are hurt by this. I genuinely don't. Like, yes, there are good live service games. There are live service games that are not scummy. There are live service games that are fun. But on average, if you compare the average live service game to the average not live service game, you're gonna see them be worse on average, in my opinion, because live service games tend towards very harsh monetization efforts because, by their definition, they require a larger stream of cash. Essentially, a live service game, by definition, requires multiple levels of investment from the player in order to keep the servers running. And as a result of that, they are going to try to milk the players for more money to continue making money so they can continue getting the servers up so they continue to make more money. And that's fine. That's what a game is supposed to do. It's supposed to make money, I guess, for the company. But it does mean that they tend to be, since they inherently already tend towards money-hungry practices, they're generally even more abysmal when it comes to those bad monetization practices. Again, it's not, live service game equals bad. It's live service game equals a mindset where bad is just an inevitability at times. Which, again, I severely disagree over the point that we should not save other games because it might hurt the live service game industry. It's like, yeah, no, I don't give a shit about that. Also, it doesn't have to if you just, make the code available or let people run their servers. They're not supposed to make money. They're supposed to be fun. Exactly. From a company... And I feel like Pirate Software is very much of the opinion that games are primarily a monetary investment rather than an artistic one. Whereas I tend to look at games primarily as an artistic expression and a monetary investment secondarily. Which is why I get really annoyed with, publicly traded game companies doing scummy things. And don't get me wrong, again, live service games can be fun, but in order to maximize revenue, which they are generally optimized to do, they tend to not be fun as a result. In fact, there are literally, design documents over how to make live service games less moment-to-moment fun, because if you make a lot of it tedious, then the fun parts keep you hooked even more. It's a sudden rush of dopamine. Give somebody too much good content, and they might not continue playing. There are literal documents for live service games on how they spread out the fun content, not because there's not enough of it, but specifically to make sure you don't get tired of it, because they want you to keep playing it forever and constantly chasing that next burst of high. It's weird. Again, I don't want to just say live service games are not fun, because that would be a lie. I've played Warframe, I've played World of Warcraft, I've played MTG Arena, which for all its flaws is kind of fun. And there are plenty of games that have servers that I'm not sure I would classify as live service games, but TF2 probably qualifies as a live service game in a lot of ways. The TF2 of today is not the same TF2 as a few years ago, or when it first came out. I mean, I guess it is the same a few years ago. It hasn't been updated in a while, but you know what I mean. When it first came out, it was a very different game. And it's fine to build a game like that, but the problem is that when you build a game like that, and you don't have any plan for how people can continue to play it after you murder it, I get it. There's a cost to running a server. And even as somebody who prefers to look at games as fun and artistic rather than investment, you can't get around the fact that there is a company that needs to make money that has to release the game at least. And once it's no longer making money for them, they're going to take it down. That's not even should they? They're going to do it, whether or not they should or not. They're just going to do it. So I think legally forcing them to have an end-of-life plan for the game, or forcing them to disclose a date at which this game will no longer be playable, and saying, hey, are you willing to buy something you will only be able to use for, say, a year or two? And then forcing them to abide by the terms of the contract that they're making people sign when they're buying something that's a license or whatever, is fair. I think that's how it should be. It should be open and honest rather than this kind of current practice of, we'll let you play, and then eventually costing money is different from making money to me. Exactly. And that's the part I draw the line at, personally. The thing I have a problem with is that companies could very easily release the tools. They don't even have to make the tools, honestly. If this current issue is of their own making. This current thing is their own idiocy. right now that should ruin themselves just to keep a game up. Yeah, no one should keep a game up. But it would not be hard for them to release the code necessary to run the server. It wouldn't. It flat out wouldn't. When you download World of Warcraft, you are downloading the character assets, the animations, the all the stuff you need to run the game, all the stuff you need to play. You're not streaming from some other thing. The world you're rendering is the world. All of those assets and the mechanics are on the client side. I am glad I can make it to stream despite me saying otherwise. He claims to care for the ability to make games for newer generations, so maybe he does care about art, at least to a bit, or the art making, but not for the ones who will experience them like a painter that is anti-consumer. Yeah, and again, being an artist does not inherently make you pro-consumer. It just doesn't, flat out. Look at Metallica, and look at the stream where Metallica got cut off by their own copyright protection. That's a funny one. Went to Shakies. Hello, DJ. It's nice to see you again. It can be hard if they're using third-party middleware they might not have the rights to release. Fair, but they can still... But I feel like I guess, but also you can probably set them up to allow them to self-host. And I think that unless you are... If you're selling a game, like if you're selling it as a game you can buy... Freemium gaming is a little different, in my opinion, because you didn't technically buy the game, and so you are just continually paying like a subscription to act as a service. You can get into why that's a shitty idea or why it's terrible, but it's a little different, I think. However, you buy a $40 game, was not retroactive though. It isn't. It is not retroactive. It will not save all the games that have died, but it will prevent more games that are going to die if we don't do anything from dying, which is... Again, it's the best we can hope for. We can't force companies to act on laws retroactively for stuff that they've already killed. That is the sad truth. The stuff that's dead is already dead. And guess what? So they will know to get the rights going forward. Exactly. But yeah, if you make it so that they can't do shitty stuff like that, they can't just like pretend there's a reason they can't do it. Or set up things that are designed not to allow them to release it properly, it can help. Licensing is seriously one of the critical failures in the industry. It's what made piracy viable. Yeah. Spec Ops The Line is a crying shame. Do you guys know about the Spec Ops The Line thing where it's no longer able to be sold because the music licensing is abominable. Like, not even just in gaming, just in general. Music copyright is fucked. Like, legitimately. I've never understood that. Okay, I've never understood, like, the really messed up music licensing deals the gaming industry has. Because if you see a movie, if you had a pop song in a movie, like, look at, like, what's a good movie that has, like, a good movie that has it? You know, the kind of thing people would want to buy that has stuff in it. Oh, yeah, if you look at Deadpool. Deadpool has several old songs from, like, retro, you know... Several, like, older, like, 90s and 80s songs in it. It has, like, not even just Deadpool, but, like, all the Deadpool movies, they have a lot of licensed music. If you said 20 years from after Deadpool was made, I'm sorry, we can no longer sell copies of Deadpool, and we have to take it off all the streaming sites because our music license expired. People would fucking riot. Like, that would be so stupid. Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh my gosh, imagine a world where Guardians of the Galaxy couldn't be sold, and so the MCU was no longer watchable. You couldn't even watch the full story of the MCU. You wouldn't be able to watch most Marvel movies, actually. I feel like most Marvel movies have music in them that's from, like, other stuff. I mean, I know Iron Man has a bunch of stuff in it. Let's see here. So Iron Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, I know the Endgame and Infinity War have some, like, Guardians of the Galaxy style music, so that's also true. Oh, man. Oingo Boingo based. The Crew case is especially outrageous because it's proven to be especially easable to make playable again by modders. Yeah, that's the really messed up thing. Is when modders can easily make stuff correct. Like, that's the other part too. Modders can already do this, but if you just release the tools, they do the work for you. Like, the only reason we're forcing you to do it is because you won't release the tools and let the modders actually just do it freely. You know? Licensing prevents centralization to one place. I guess, but like the thing is, my problem isn't that you have to license music. If you want to use a song made by someone else, fine. You gotta pay them to use that song. That makes sense. That's fine. But like, if you pay to use a song in a piece of work, you have told them, I'm okay with you using this as long as you pay me. Whatever the pay structure is, that's it. And I don't think it's fair for there to be even an option for you can only sell this for a few years. I feel like there shouldn't be that kind of like weird thing of, oh no, you can license it for a few years for a bit cheaper. It should only be one thing. What I'm saying is you can. I know, but the fact that they can permanently license it doesn't matter, because a company is always going to try and do the cheapest thing. And so by allowing these like weird part-time licenses, you're just essentially saying this game is going to die. Or become unsellable, or basically like black market material, essentially. Can't have one site for all the anime legally. Actually, you can have all the site for one anime legally. It's called Crunchyroll/Funimation. They're one site now. Did you not get the update on that? I mean, Netflix is making some original anime and grabs things every once in a while, but like 99.9% of anime is on Crunchyroll, buddy. Don't know what to tell you about that. Well, yeah, because it was made by shitty old people during the dawning years of technology, and we've decided that we just don't want to fix it. It's terrible. Ugh. Also, exclamation point anime for free. I mean, I personally do WCO stream, but yeah, sure. Pirate websites of all the past anime. I mean, for me, that's just kind of like my own server. I'm slowly adding anime to my server, so I'll eventually have all the stuff I need. Oh, man. Everything is legal now to me. I'm in international water. If you have a VPN, you could just find the region where it's legal. China doesn't give a shit about those laws, right? Oh, wait, they have a firewall. Russia, come on, stop going to war with Ukraine. We need to route our VPN through you because you don't give a shit about copyright laws. The site can be legit, but I'm no lawyer. I'm still amazed that, like, okay, so they were talking about this on the LTT store, and it was kind of the moment I was like, yeah, that is weird. It's so weird that Plex is legal. Like, I actually don't know how Plex is legal, legitimately. And LTT doesn't know either. They talked about it a bunch, but, like, I don't know how it's legal. Plex, Plex has recently tried to get away from the fact that they're a piracy service. And, you know, how much I pretty it up, to an extent that is kind of what they are. Licensing prevents. Once the company that holds license goes out of business, then the licenses or limbo can be used by anyone. Yeah, dead media is a whole other issue. I hate that. If there is literally no company that has this stuff, I'm sorry, enforcing copyright on it is actually dumb. It's really stupid. That's called public domain. I'm sorry. If no one has control over it anymore, it's public domain. Just get over yourself. That's my personal opinion on that, and I don't have room for argument in the other direction. When the company that goes under can no longer can no longer charge licensing fees, it should just be everyone's. I'm sorry. No one is benefiting from it sitting in limbo and not being used by anyone for like a decade. Or, you know, more like 9 decades. Oh, man. Oh, god damn it. He's summoning orbs. Man is summoning orbs. Damn it, I can't shoot it from this one. I hate that sometimes your perspective screws you up in this game. It's cool, but also a little annoying at times. Not gonna lie. Alright, let's go. Can we talk about happier things? Yes, let's talk about happier things. Let's be more positive. This is the positivity channel. I'm so over the negativity. Like, there are so many terrible things in the world. Let's talk about good shit. Oof. I'm with Frederick on that. I mean, this game is fucking amazing. Like, we were talking about all the stuff happening in the gaming industry. Let's talk about the little guys who are doing really well. Board games. Okay, board games. Sounds like a good topic. What board games have we done? I mean, we're talking about Sorcery. Oh, the new Dragon set in Sorcery is coming out. There's finally a date for that, by the way, Fred, if you didn't know. It's going to be coming out on August 4th. This game is good, too. Oh, wait. It's the one in live stream chat. 1 second. I was in the general chat. That's the Metavirus Groudon thing. I might get that too. Yeah. It's just a mini set of like a few major unique things. So it's like, hey, what if you just didn't open the back for uniques and you just got all the unique dragons and the new Dragon Lord thing? New update is fire. Actually, we're going to be playing that next week. I've decided we are going to go back to Pal World and see how it is after all the updates. Because Dawnseeker's been telling me good things, and I'm like, you know what? We've been doing Doom and Expedition 33 for like several weeks now, like over a month. You know, without a break. We need a breakup. We need something to break up the monotony. We've gotten used to these games. And yes, this game is fire. This game is amazing. I would recommend everyone play Expedition 33 because it's so much fucking fun. But I also say we need to go check out Pal World again. Because Nintendo's suing them. We should give it a middle finger to Nintendo, right? It's always fun giving Nintendo a middle finger. It's a very interesting way to make an avatar that can grow with the game. Yeah, every time they print a unique avatar, a unique dragon, the avatar is going to be more interesting. And now that you've told me about the life total too, holy shit, the life total is going to be so interesting. Because that means they can make avatars that like have downsides, like starting with like 10 life, or even upsides like starting with 40 or something, but have like severe downsides on the card itself. So maybe it's like not as resilient, but it has like a larger starting clock. You know, like there's so much design space in every corner of Sorcery. Every time I think I've seen where the game's limits are, I find more ways that it just doesn't have any. Damn it, Mael. Stop dying. Mushroom avatar. It's gonna be so great. It's gonna be fantastic. Yeah, Sorcery. If you guys haven't heard, Sorcery: The Contested Realm is a really fun game. And here's this: I would highly recommend you support the game, buy some packs or whatever. You can go buy your local card shop. The Arthurian Legends set is fire. There's so much cool King Arthur references. But if you want to try it out, go to Tabletop Simulator. Go to the community. There is a Sorcery: The Contested Realms. That's Sorcery: The Contested Realms. Go onto Steam Community Chat, and there's a whole plugin that will give you a table. You can play with 2 or 4 people. You can do drafting or sealed packs. You can import decks from the official website. When are we playing tomorrow? When are you good? When are you good to play tomorrow? What time? What time sounds good to you, Fred? Seriously, though, just, like, give it a shot. Get your friends to go on Tabletop Simulator with you and just give the game a shot. They have all the resources there. They have dice, and they have the rulebook. They have everything you need to play. I can do basically anything before, like... I can do anything after, like, 9. I think I'm going to get up around 8 or 9. Sometime between 8 and 9. So anything after that, I can probably do. I'll probably be up at 9 a.m. at the latest. That's around the time I'll be up. So maybe, like, around 9:30 we meet up. That gives us time to, like, do everything, have breakfast, that kind of thing. Then we can play, like, 1, maybe 2 games, and then I can head back to get on and turn this into editing the day. That also gives me time to make, like, an appearance at lunch for the 4th of July celebration that I'm sure people are going to be doing. I should at least show up. Bare minimum. Bare minimum effort. Trying to be better. Alright, sounds good. 9:30 it is. But yes, if you've never tried it, Sorcery Contested Realm, it is complicated a little bit, but, like, it's also a very fun and flavorful game. Like, the card type lines are so much fun. Basically, unlike other games that have, like, a creature type or whatever, like Magic, it's like, no, there's, like, a descriptor, like, this is a unique beast, This is a elite. If we record it, we could edit. I could edit it in the afternoon. Edit the sorcery game, or I mean, I'm already editing the regular video. Are you talking about? Oh, you want to like chop up the sorcery game and maybe like use some of that for shorts? That could be cool. I might actually do that. Trippy. I'm not going there. Oh yeah, I could do that. Yeah, sounds cool. I do have a screen recorder. I mean, I have recorder software installed already, so it's not like that's much effort for me. Sure. I actually might even clip up some stuff. Ever since I got my server installed on Nextcloud, so much easier to send you. One of the things I like about having my own server, though, is it's so much easier to share large files with you. Because I can just give you the Nextcloud link, and then you can just download it. It's great. It used to be such a pain to send you, like, large videos. But it's not anymore, which I'm very happy with. Oh, look, we got the piano. This is like the Paintress's Dream World thing inside the monolith. Which is like essentially a speed run of all our previous adventures. Wait, have we already gone this way? I don't think we have. No, it's just so we can go back. Okay. But yeah, sorcery is like a huge amount of stuff. They've got a ton of new pals, new weapons, new areas, new mechanics. Cool. I'm near the end of the tech tree, so I'm probably going to hop in, and everything is just going to look insane. Welcome to my train station. Hey, look, it's the kid. That weird faceless kid. Where do you want to go? Where can you take us? My hometown. Alright, take us there. Give me a break. Everything around me looks like ink paintings. Yeah. I mean, we are in a place called the Paintress. Holy shit, we are back in... Are we in a memory of Lumiere? This is so trippy. We were just here, like, 2 months ago. What level did you stop at? Honestly, I think I was near maxed out on the trek tree. Like, I had, like, in-game armor and weapons, and I was farming, like, the elite pals and stuff. So I think I was, like, nearing endgame. But that was last year? That was sometime last year is the last time I played it. Alright, probably go after the big one. Yeah, stabby. Alright, stabby. Oof. Current level count is 65. What was it originally? Like, what was it originally, like, a year ago? Many more items to the past tech trees. Okay. So I will probably have, like, a bunch of other items that I could make, but, oh, shoot, I got, like, a lot of burn. You're burning, so I'm going after you for healing. Alright. Let's, Healing Tint Mael. On launch, I record quickly. So I was probably around 50. I think they increased the cap once, so I was probably around 50, level 50 then. Alright. Apparently some people decide to celebrate 4th of July early, because I can hear fireworks already going off. It's the 3rd of July, you idiots. People already celebrating. Damn it. Shoot. Frick. Healing Light Mael. Perfect. Alright. Virtuous. So I'm probably around level 50, which means I'm pretty close to that stuff. I'd be able to get there pretty quickly. I think I just started going to, like, the Emergency Wildlife Reserve Island to get pals. That's one of the last things I remember, is trying to get, like, the rare special versions with the unique movesets or whatever, or the few I was missing from the special wildlife preserve areas where you get arrested if you're caught. Of the 4th of July and New Year's fireworks are allowed. From the start of 4th of July July to the 4th, and New Year's, fireworks are allowed. Well, and also, my neighborhood, the neighborhood I live in currently, has always been very friendly to fireworks. So there's always a bunch going off around this time of the year. Shit. Oh god, I'm taking so much freaking damage. Send in Team B to get utterly fucking wrecked. Alright, we're gonna try and do this. Alright, well, we're getting some things done. Oh, hey! We got something. Holy shit, am I really gonna do this off Monaco? No, I'm not. Maybe not fireworks, but casual shootouts or car meet. Well, I died. Partially, I think, because I was laughing. I could have done a turnaround with Monaco. I actually have been putting more points into, like, making sure that CL is also good, but I don't know. Monaco, I've tried playing Monaco a few other times, and it's just, like, I can't click with his whole, like, spin the wheel thing. I don't know. Of all the gimmicks, his feels like the most gimmicky, if that makes sense. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and just, like, mass burn them so Mael can get up to her victorious stance immediately. Or virtuous stance. Not victorious, virtuous. Alright. And then let's go ahead and energy tent Lune. Alright, speaking of meat, I had some alligator sausage. Alligator sausage is actually pretty good. Yeah, it's tough, but it's pretty good. I've had alligator a few times. Back when my grandfather was alive, he used to drag me to this, like wildlife and hunting festival thing that used to occur every once in a while. Like, once a year. And I went because, you know, it was something he enjoyed doing, and he enjoyed bringing me and my brother there. Wasn't entirely my thing, but the food was good, at least. Alright, yes, let's go ahead and get this done. Alright, now we get to extra move with even more stuff. Tastes like chicken. I mean, yeah, it has that vibe. It's a bit chewier, though, a bit tougher. I'd say alligator is pretty good, honestly, all things considered. Pretty good food. Louisiana, for all the terrible things I will say about Louisiana, I will say this, it has good food. Louisiana has very good food, which is the thing it has over, is basically what it has over Florida, in my opinion. We have the same, a lot of the same bullshit as Florida, but we have better food, easily. Alright, perfect break. Ching ching. Alright. Let's do this. Louisiana peps eating alligators like Australians eating kangaroo. Yeah. Oh, look at that gradient attack right there. My second pal, Splatterina. Ah. Now, my favorite was the Zapdos. I forget what it's called. It was like the... Not the Zapdos knockoff. Well, I like that really gigantic white and fluffy dragon. That one's adorable. Waifu. Oh, God. Your second favorite is just a waifu. Frederick... Okay. Assembly, you have no right to call him out on that while Baniri is your favorite Pokemon. I'm sorry. You don't get to call him out while saying Baniri is your favorite Pokemon. I'm sorry, my friend. Chicken meat egg. Or, not chicken meat egg. Skillet meat pot. Pot meat kettle. And there'll also skillets around somewhere, I guess. I don't know where I was going with that. Also, I definitely should have healed before this fight. That is my bad. DJ still around, or you got bored without Subway Surfers? Just asking, no judgment. Damn it. You do better. You need to do better there. I do like that I have the healing parry thing on board, though. That makes parrying, like, so much worth it. It's not even funny. It's really not even worth dodging, because I get so many benefits from parrying. Ah, damn it. Relaxosaurus Lux is the one I think you're referring to. Yeah, he was one of my favorites. Although, again, he's a giant dragon. Of course he was going to be my favorite. I am very biased. Alright, let's go ahead and do a Thunderfall. Boom! Yes! Alright. You got it. Damn it! Parry! Heal up those parries. I also think it's funny that my mage is like one of the tankiest people here. My maze is one of the tankiest people. Fluid Fury. Boom. All right. Oh no. I will say the ice attacks are a little harder to dodge. Oh shit. Damn it. Well, they're nearly dead. I can probably get this off of my other team. I should be able to get this off of my other team, hopefully. Oh, I still have a gradient attack. Okay, that's perfect. Let's just go ahead and do that. Okay, they're all marked. Phantom Blade. Nice. No judgment either. DJ tends to leave without Subway. Subway and it's normal for him. Oh shit. I wasn't paying attention. God damn it. Monaco, I need you to win for me. Oh god, the character I like never use. And I don't think I have a lot of good things on him. Okay, it doesn't matter. I did it. I beat it. That was way too close for comfort. Crap, I gotta start my laptop. I'll be back in a bit. Yo, no problem. No problem, man. We're back home. After all those journeys, we are back home in the city of Luminaire. Also, apparently there are hidden mimes. Somebody at the card shop last week told me about this, actually. I forgot to mention it during stream. Apparently there are hidden mime characters throughout each of the levels, and you can find them and fight them. I haven't found a single hidden mime, and I feel a bit like a failure for some reason. Like, something about that made me feel like a failure. Which is weird, because it's hidden content, but also, like, I haven't not been exploring. I've been exploring all over the place in my spare time, but I didn't find any. Such a pain. Oh, we're getting a flashback sequence, I guess. Where's the flash? Oh. I guess this is the Paintress. Was she, like, teaching the boy how to play the piano? Okay, so the boy knew how to play the piano. Interesting. Very interesting. But no, Sorcery of the Contested Realms is looking like a really good replacement. As Magic takes a tumble off the cliff dive, we have Sorcery replace it. Things rise and fall, but in the end, content comes out and more stuff comes out. Oh, actually, so this is one that I actually dismissed at first, but the more I see of it, the more I'm thinking there might be something here. Have you guys heard about a show called K-Pop Demon Hunters? I've actually been hearing a lot about it lately. The animation looks really good, and it looks like a lot of fun. Like, I didn't think I would be up for, like, a trio of K-pop idols fighting demons, but it looks cool. And I'm so tentative, because, like, when I heard the premise, okay, my brain instinctively went, I don't think that's for me. But the more I see of it, there was this, like, clip of them, like, fighting demons in a hallway, and they're just, like, bashing these, like, demons in suits as they, like, bash their way through all their forces and throw them against walls and shit, and I'm just like, this animation looks freaking fire. Like, I would love to watch this. Holy shit. It's on Netflix, and I think I might actually need to check it out. Oh. Oh, wait, there it is. Also, I think there was something else here. Was there something down there? No, that's not something though. Okay. So yeah, I maybe have cryptic requirements like achieve max level, have synergy characters, XYZ, Law Pits, and sacrifice Blue Eyes White Dragon, aka undoable. Hello. Get bashed. So yeah, I am going to be checking that out, and I mean, maybe sometime later after the How to Train Your Dragon and Lilo and Stitch review, maybe we'll have a review for that. Because if I like it enough to want to talk about it, it's one of those things where you hear the premise and your mind goes, ugh. And then you see it in action, you're like, ooh. Which is like a really weird feeling. Anything that gets that vibe from me. Have you figured out how to rocket jump in this game? No, I have not figured out how to rocket jump in this game. You know I'm notoriously shit at rocket jumping. I can barely rocket jump in TF2 without killing myself. Boom, baby. Get wrecked. Alright. Let's carve a path. Marking shot. Weakness, bitch. Alright, wildfire time. Boom. Mael, you're up. Nope. Get him, Mael. Wreck their shit. Yes. I can feel the power as I learn to parry. I learn your timings. Now die. Hey, Paintress. This one's getting a bit old. Mind trying something new? Your art style is getting a bit stale, Paintress. You keep using the same figures over and over again. Now this feels like Terminator 2 in the future. Like Tokyo Extreme. So pretty much. Oh, man. Boom. Let's go. I do love it when a game has, like, just unnecessarily, like, flippant animations for, like, things like a caster firing lightning at someone, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna jump up in the air and do a flying kick. Shit, back to the your character hero auditions. Oh, God. It's like, yeah, you go back to Fur Affinity or DeviantArt, please. Paintress, you need to go back to DeviantArt with this. I shoot some photos and post on Discord. Perfect break. Bam. That's a way to finish it. Look at me go. Alright. I'm not even sure if we, like, what we talk about with this, because it's like, I guess I've technically gotten through boss fights, because, you know, this has been nothing but boss rush. But, damn. I do like sneaking up on enemies and starting the fight by shooting them in the back. I shoot some photos and post on Discord. Nice. Shoot some photo. Oh, God, you're gonna do Discord-based OnlyFans. Shit. Heard that Dragon Set is going to be all by one artist. Yeah, that's what I heard too. It feels like a secret layer, but if the secret layer was actually, like, cool and interesting. Like, it feels like OG secret layers back when they were all about giving one artist a chance to, like, actually show off their art style and pick out cards they liked. Rather than now where it's, like, scalping people for extra money and FOMO. I also don't think it's going to be a limited release set. It's going to be, like, a regular set that they're selling. It's just a small one package set. Boom. Look at me go. God damn. Oh, I almost got him. I almost got him. Hey, Dawn Seeker, welcome back. I actually, you know what? I'm going to say something a little controversial. Back when Magic first started doing secret layers, I actually think I was kind of okay with it. Like, back when secret layers were this thing of, hey, we want to give you guys some unique arts where this one artist gets to choose whatever cards they feel like. And then we'll just make a bunch of cards and make some silly arts with some stuff that we'd probably never put in an actual set. Or cards that we can't even reprint in an actual set because the mechanics just don't fit in any modern set. Yeah, stores can distribute it, but it's not only direct to consumers. Yeah, and also early secret layers had that going on. Like, at the card shop, they have a bunch of old secret layers just on the shelf. Because they used to let Magic LGSs sell secret layer packs. They didn't used to just be through Wizards. I'm not sure when they stopped, but I do know the store has like a bunch of secret layer packages just sitting there. And that was a thing. Also, old secret layers weren't like as much of the FOMO as they were. Like, they were a limited time thing, but it wasn't like, it was print to demand. So you have until this date to order, and we're not going to run out. So take your time, think about whether you actually want these cards, and if you want these cards, you want these arts, you can go ahead and do it. And I was okay with that. And then they just turned it into like the worst version of that they possibly could have. Do have to warn you though, due to Nintendo's patent trolling guilds, lighting pals have been cut. Pals still use C boost in their party, but you crafted the item, you need the glider. That's so stupid. Nintendo trying to... I hate it when people try and patent gameplay mechanics like that, or systems. Nintendo is most certainly not... I know for a fact Nintendo isn't the first system to do that. Lol, TDL, boring. Oh, come on, DJ. I'm trying to kill a goddess. Come on, man. We're doing some Final Fantasy shit here. Except not Final Fantasy, because we can actually do things during the opponent's turn, like parry them and smack them in the face with lightning and arrows and shit. Or my L can do her rapier pose and just like instantly blast them for 9,999 damage. Oh. Holy shit, are these knights just everywhere? Alright, I'm getting a little annoyed with these. I don't want to fight more of these things. When you give up and you run past, because that's a valid option in this game. Hey look, they turned it into a Souls-like. I can just run past the enemies. Of course, this is still a turn-based RPG, so I might just get smacked in the face for this, but we'll see. Or Ninja Gaiden. Also, I can level up characters. I should probably level up my characters. Oh my god, I have 5. So here, 4, 5, 5, 4. I have 3 level 5 characters. I can go up 5 levels. Oh wow, I really need to go higher here. Let's take this luck all the way to the top. Get that critical rate really high for my L. Alright. Do. Alright, let's try that. Oh. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's just get agility all the way up there. Got to 0, 0. Wait, what's the last time ingot you remember in Power World? I actually don't remember. Like, legitimately. I don't remember what the last ingot was. Again, it's been such a long time. Like, almost a year, I think. So, it's been way too long for me to remember what I was doing last in that game. Sorry to say. Alright. Got to 0, 0. What does got to 0, 0 mean? What do you mean 0, 0? Let us see here. Wow, we still probably have... I think we're literally just about to end Act 2. We're not even in Act 3. God damn, RPGs so long. Oh, that's the Paintress's heart, isn't it? Wow, it's just like a big old eclipsed sun or black hole. Look at it. So, who wants to say the words, Boss Arena, check the flag? Oh, got to 0. Oh, the flag was from the first... This is like the flag of the first expedition group. Holy shit. Expedition 00. The first expedition. It's really them. You're right. We got to Expedition 00. That is actually a really cool background detail with this game, is the checkpoints actually give you lore on how far each expedition got. And as you, it is funny too, because as the game goes on, you start seeing older and older expedition flags, because the longer the Paintress was active, the more horrifying monsters she created, and the things she created got worse and worse, and eventually. So, what are the odds that I'm going to go in here and, yep, there's the boss fight. There it is. Let's get that boss music started. What the? Okay. Interesting. This game is goddamn beautiful. Like, legitimately. This is art right here. Actually, okay, this was kind of funny. I was telling a person about Expedition 33 at work, and he was like, wait, is that really French game? And I was just like, yeah. Like, yeah, it is probably the most French game I've ever played. Oh shit, it's him. Oh, fuck. We are screwed. Qui. Did he not have said it? Greaves. Oh. What? Wait, what? Renoir. Buddy. It's over. Whatever you have. You can't hear. It's very quiet. Here, let me turn it up. Turning it up a bit. They are actually talking very quietly, though. They're like whispering to each other. Family is complicated. Oh. Oh, it's so painful. It's very clear how painful it is to him. Are we gonna fight Renoir? Just had a deer encounter of the first degree. Did you see a deer outside your window? Oh shit. We're finally fighting the old guy. It's really quiet. Like, unless you're like listening to it fully on audio, it's really, really quiet. Oh, wait.
We'll find a way to kill it.
There. Maybe now. I'm sorry. I just realized I might have hit the mute button on it. I'm not sure why I hit that mute button. Probably when I went to There we go. Very quiet. Super quiet. Extra quiet. Also, this fucking track. I'm in the middle of nowhere. What do you think was referred to? Now a bit too loud? Okay. Turning it down. Turning it down some. There, let's... Yeah. Too lit quiet. Whoa. Shoot. Marking shot time, baby.
Watch out.
Alright. Oh, shoot. We're in an art gallery, literally. Yeah, I understand. I understand that we're in the Paintress's, like, memories and / art gallery. The giant frames of portraits floating everywhere, and the portal frame kind of gave that away. That is fair. We are literally in an art gallery where she's basically painting, like... Wait, if we're in the Paintress's art gallery, why was she painting our adventures? Was she watching the whole time, or... We when you can talk to two people at once with the same word.
Break her heart.
To break her heart. Does he mean that? Oh god. Does he mean that literally or
Let's carve a path.
metaphorically? I'm actually a little confused now. Like, I've been really confused on like the whole dynamic because Verso clearly knows some shit that he's not telling us. Even after all this time, he clearly knows some things he's just not telling us. And I'm still so confused. Literally. Yeah, but I'm starting to wonder if, like, he knows something about... There's something weird about my L. Oh. Holy...
I'll manage.
Somehow I don't think nothingness after death with a lack of act will ever be that terrible. I mean, non-existence is terrifying to me, but then again, I'm a wuss, so, you know. I am a horribly pathetic person who is terrified of all that I've not experienced. Because there's something about Mael, like some connection she has to the Paintress. Oh my god, I am just terrible
I
right
think I'll
now.
improvise.
Alright, we need to kick it back into high gear here.
Thanks.
Let's go ahead and just, like, recover.
Do you remember what it was like before?
Oh my god. Timing of those attacks is freaking annoying. Gotta love those really delayed, like, wind-up attacks where it's like, oh, am I about to move? I'm about to move. Now move away
From us.
Oh, that delay. Wait, Lune vanished? Did he just gourmage one of my characters? I think he just gourmaged one of my characters. Oh god, so he can do an insta-kill attack. Oh, wow, this is a completely different skill set. Okay, I'm actually a little terrified now.
That's better.
He just insta-killed one of my characters. I don't know how to react to that. Oh, wow. Come on to your maker. Oh, gods. Oh, god, this fight. Not so long ago, the spirits were like Terminator 2, like half an hour ago. Oh, wow. Somebody came down and, like, cleared that. Oh, god. Okay, well, I got a counter. And we're in Virtuous stance, so that's actually doing something. Oh, no, and he stunned me too. That's painful. That got me out of Virtuous. Damn it! Oh my god, so he's just gonna keep stunning me. Oh no, 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 I can't even do anything. I'm stunned. I just have to take this whole combo.
Looking good.
Yeah, I think I'm just dead. I'm gonna keep trying. We're gonna keep trying. We still have enough time to do another try for this though, luckily.
Ready to go. Ready to go.
Damn it! If I can't deal with that stun, he's just gonna kill me. It doesn't matter how much I do. If I can't deal with that stupid stun, he's going to kill me.
On me.
Oh god. Okay, we actually parried the like insta-kill attack. Good.
Time to hit big.
Alright.
Okay.
Damn it! And now he's pulling out a whole new moveset that I don't know. Alright, let's do Virtuous Strikes. Get it. Alright, now we're in Virtuous mode. That's right, I'm running with the wolves tonight, baby. Oh, have you also seen Wolfwalkers? Oh, God. Wolfwalkers is such a good movie. I love that movie. It's fantastic. Alright, we just need to do damage.
Ready to carry.
Oh, God. Alright, I've got it. Holy shit, May, I'll take this. I'm gonna be so crazy. I've seen why you asking. I mean, it's just a really good movie. If you've seen it, yes. You know what I mean for watching good movies. Have you seen the rest of the stuff by that animation studio? Like the Book of Kells? They have like a whole like Irish folklore trilogy, which is one of the coolest things I've ever said out loud. Your sister deserves more? What the? Oh, what the hell? Oh. What is this? What the heck? Song of the Seas and Wolfwalkers. Oh, you need to watch Book of Kells then. Book of Kells is also part of that little like Irish folklore trilogy.
Let's dance. Let's dance.
Oh, I hate this.
It's better. Ready to go.
Oh god. Okay.
The
I still got it. Aslan. Aslan. Just because it's a magic lion doesn't mean it's Aslan. Last I checked, Aslan wasn't coded in dark magic. Then again, I never read the whole series of, I never read the whole Narnia series, so. Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead. I don't think my backup dancer team is gonna be able to beat him, so we're gonna go ahead and, had to catch up. I see. I hope Cartoon Saloon releases a new movie soon. They do good work. I haven't seen anything from them in a while. Not since Wolfwalkers, actually. I don't think I've seen any new stuff from them. I need to go check, make sure I didn't miss anything. Alright. We have ingots, refined ingots, pal metal, plasteel. I think I was doing plasteel. I think I was doing plasteel, so I don't think I was doing hexalite or coralum. So I'm like 2 materials behind. Alright. Also, I'm just gonna say it, the music is still amazing. Or seals look like fire sometimes. Oh god. Aslan. Oh, okay, yeah, that. Never mind, it is Aslan. That actually is just Aslan from the stage play. Yeah, that fits the fits it. He looks creepy. He looks very creepy. Alright, we're gonna wildfire him. Then we're gonna swift slot stride, go straight to the kill. Straight to the fucking kill. Marking shot. Get weaknessed.
So little for us.
1 second. Okay. You stopped at the Sakura Jima update. Okay, cool. Cool. Sakura Jima. Sakura Jima. Alright, we're gonna do a powerful. Buff everybody. We need to do this right. Thermal transfer. Got it. That helps us build up even more stuff. Then we're gonna go for a Thunderfall. Alright, we got this, we got this, we got this. Yes. Now Fluent Fury. We still have Faybreak Island and several other islands to explore. Ooh, cool.
My heart
Ready to go.
Alright. Swing in, Verso. Get some stuff to go on.
You see,
I feel like you probably have to have Mael and Verso in this because otherwise it's just not that story. Like, story, you know? You just had to have those two here.
Okay.
Alright. Get it. Yeah.
Let's
Alright, we're doing much better this time around. And we're keeping on the blue flurry thanks to all the AP we're getting from parrying constantly. Which means we can stay in virtuous stance.
as long as you're alive.
Oh, I parried too early for some reason. That was bad on my part. Sabotage.
Let's cover.
Get marked. Hunting tower shots. Interesting. Perfect break. Get him, Verso. Yes. Okay, we got to the line without losing a character. Hey.
Your sister.
It's been good. I've been watching Trigun since yesterday. It's good. I recommend it. I've been recommended Trigun by multiple people. It really does look like that Aslan from like the stage play though, actually. Like the way it's like broken apart in places and kind of hollow. It really does remind me of that. That was actually a very good catch. Essentially. Man just recovered almost 200,000 health in one go. That's bullshit. That is complete and utter bullshit. Then again, Renoir has been described shown from the beginning to be complete bullshit, so I don't actually like think that's like necessarily a bad thing. He's supposed to be kind of a bullshit or bar character. I should take the red marker and make writings here. The Flash of the Fallen Angels. Alright. Energy tint on.
ready to
Oh,
go.
I shouldn't have done that. I should have done it on my L. Damn it! Now I'm gonna lose virtuous.
Don't turn away from us.
Oh shoot! Damn it! At least you have the whole team this time. Yeah. Oh shit. Well, I had the whole team. Oh dear. Oh no. Okay, so we need to fix this, like, now. God damn. Do you have to say that, Assembly? I said that and then I lost everybody.
Where are you going? So much potential.
You jinxed me. You literally real-time jinxed me.
New.
Ah. So much effort, do so much damage, all your efforts have just been nullified. Shit. Alright, revive tent.
Not looking good.
Lune, no, you don't do revive tent. We're gonna go ahead and... Oh, I can't do that. I have to do... Okay, healing tent on Mael. She's more important. You lost everybody. Don't see that's my fault, lol. Come on, need fire, need fire. Start burning, bastard. Oh, god damn it. Alright. It fits in line with making you feel what the characters feel. Alright, Mael, you're back up and running. Cool. Let's get you back in virtual mode. Damn it. That attack is a pain in the ass. Alright, alright.
Let's push
Shit.
forward.
Yes, Verso goes first. Okay, I was rolling those dice. It works, though. Mael, get healed.
Lune, watch out.
But damn it, I hate this. No! Ugh! I hate that so much. And Verso's dead now. Great. I have 2 revive tents left.
Still need your
You
help.
probably know what... Oh shit. God damn it. Ugh.
Now
I can.
it's our
You probably know
chance.
what I'm saying. Meant saying night vision is pitch black. It looks like ink paintings. Yeah. I mean, night vision does kind of look like an ink painting, but you know, if the ink was green. All right, who do I bring back? Let's go Mael again.
Merci.
Oh, thank goodness, I didn't get the instant kill move on me. That's good.
Okay. That's better.
Okay, well, not perfect, but something. Rain of fire, rain of fire.
Now it's our chance.
Healing light. Actually, dawn is going on here, but earlier. Color night vision? I was thinking more like those night vision goggles, you know, the ones you see in a lot of media.
Rune, watch out.
Okay.
Oof.
Let's spill some ink.
Alright. Go. Virtuous stance. 200% damage.
I'll do it.
I keep doing that. Why do I keep reflexively parrying when he does the jump
Let's
attack? Got it. Parry. I can see an absolute darkness, but not in color. It's absolute darkness now, though. Alright. Tremor. Get wrecked, bitch.
Let us stay here.
And we're also gonna get... Alright, we get to go again. I think... Thunderfall.
Lightning. Strike.
Lightning is down. Blast him, blast him, blast him, blast him.
Ready to evade. Okay. Feeling better.
Oh, almost got that one perfect.
Ready to evade.
Oh god, there's just so much attack.
Danger.
Better.
Oh, my L got it. Yes! Every time I get a 9,999 attack in, that's just gravy for me. Stab.
Okay.
That's why earlier I said my surroundings were like ink paintings. Those photos were made a couple of minutes ago. I'm actually heading home. Ah. Lightning again. Okay.
Lightning. Strike.
Drawn. Drown in lightning, bitch.
I'll do
This
it.
meant to feel like a hopeless fight. 1 second. It is a danger of this game. It's hard to read comments during the fight.
Okay.
Doing so can get me killed. You're holding on a silver chance to win this despite seeming certain defeat. Again, this game is very good about gameplay and story beats matching really well.
Take cover.
I've said that about several other parts too. Yeah, you're right. It's meant to feel like overwhelming. Like even when you do well, he comes back with brand new movesets, which is gonna throw you off the first time because new timings. And it's supposed to feel like he's like unbeatable, like he's summoning all the power he can, and you're just so outmatched.
Ready to evade.
Damn it.
Finesse and grace.
Alright, radiant attack. Virtuous stance. Alright, here we go. Virtuous stance, 200% damage. Let's go. Blood flurry. But you know what? I have withstood his attacks. Just barely. Verso got like obliterated, but
Better.
yeah, it is very good about like matching the feel of the story to the feel of the gameplay. Ludonarian synchronicity for the win.
Strike.
And this game is one of the best examples of this I've ever seen. Like, legitimately? I actually think it might be the best at this particular flavor of it. Of matching the tone of the gameplay to the tone of the story. And making all the fights feel the same way the characters should be feeling. Because that is like a thing games tend to have. It's, you know, when a boss that's been like built up for the whole game or for like a whole arc, you know, like the Act 1 boss, since like you've done all the side quests and stuff and you go to the Act 1 boss and you just wreck him on the first try. And it's like, is that it? It's like, yeah, that was it. But this game is like, I haven't really felt that way about any of the bosses. They've all been pretty challenging, all things considered. And they've all made me feel kind of overwhelmed. I mean, the tutorial boss, essentially, not like the tutorial boss, but like the boss near the blue tree area, is basically when you've been thrown off the deep end after he annihilates all your friends. And it's like, oh god, what do I even do? And you're still learning the mechanics at that time. You get to do things to do stuff like electric power. And you start relying on Gustav's electric power to win you fights. Because it's a really good, easy usability set. It's just stable moves that are good against everything, essentially. Oh man, she got stunned. She got stunned. Damn it.
Overflowing with energy.
But yeah, it's all good. It's all great. Alright, I think our best move here is to make sure that Lune keeps her health up.
I'll do it.
Every time he does that jump attack, I don't know why. I don't know what it is about that move in particular, but every time he does it, I reflexively attempt to parry, and it screws me up every single time. That's me. That's entirely on me problem. Not the move itself. I should be able to recognize it by now.
Feeling better.
I think that's like the move I have not parried even once.
Feeling better.
Okay. Ready to go.
Alright, we'll parry.
Now's our chance.
We're nearly there. We are nearly there. Oh my gosh, we might actually do this. Tremor.
Overflowing with energy.
Got it. Thunderfall. Oh my god, oh my god. Here we go, here we go. And we'll have enough time to actually watch the cutscenes. So this is like Final Fantasy level cutscenes. Raging attacks are very important, kids.
I'll do it.
Oh my. And the jump gets me again. Man is just like taking like 15 turns in a row, huh?
That's better.
Oh yeah, parry. Oh, I love that we killed him with a parry. I finally parried the beast attack, and we actually got him. That was fantastic. Holy shit, we actually did it. We beat Renoir. After all this time, after literally the four, like what, like 2 different supposed to lose fights against this man, we finally beat him. Oh wow, the game just like started stuttering for that wasn't just on you guys' end. That game started stuttering like crazy. Something about this room or this in-engine cutscene is like causing the game to go crazy. Oh right, he's immortal. Forgot. What? I thought he was immortal. Oh yeah, he is. Yep, there it is. Yeah, that's bullshit.
Remember who your real family is.
Wow, like all my damage is just gone.
It's your sister, your mother, me. We are your family. He would condemn us all
Oh
to die.
shit, is his wife the Paintress?
Who do you really save with your sacrifice?
He said his mother, so like
Your mother?
You're
your
too
mo-
drunk on your own illusions to understand.
oh shit, Verso. This is the I am your father and I am your mother reveal
The second
Damn.
destruction
of the
dishonor family.
Uh-oh. Shit got real. Man is like crushing... Man is like that blind guy from One Piece with the gravity power. Oh. Hello there. Uh-oh. What's going on here?
At long last,
We meet.
we meet.
Oh.
This is all you have left of your son. Destroying it won't bring your wife back. It will only destroy the last tie you have to each other.
I'm confused. I am very confused. I am so confused as to what's going on. What is happening? Oh shit, wait. Those are the gourmage flowers. Why is he gourmaging? Verso, why do you look guilty? Verso,
I love them too.
what is this? Did we just gourmage that man? I have questions. So yeah, that connection to the Paintress. That is not a good sign, I don't think.
We did it, Gustav.
How did you do it?
How did you do that?
I don't
sure.
know, the curator.
The curator felt it.
Oh shit.
do it
Are we
again?
like
I
a
don't
part of
know.
the Paintress or
I
something?
think so.
That
Yeah.
man had a family. Oh my god, that man had a family. Yeah. But to be fair, half that family seems to hate him, so
The curator.
I'm not sure.
CL. She can tell you're bullshitting us right now. What aren't you telling us,
She's
Verso?
through that.
All your base belong to us. Verso, what aren't you telling us? Legitimately, what are you not telling
Behind
us?
this
I'm actually a
door
little
is the future of Lumiere.
I'm a little confused.
What every
And I'm
expedition
very
has
frustrated.
worked towards. I have trust in us.
Oh gods, what is this? What is going on? What's going on? Something's gotta kick our shit in. Like, no? We're actually gonna fade to black? Okay. Alright. Oh, maybe we'll go through the portal and immediately get wrecked. Revive with 100% health once per battle. Oh gods, we now have a Picto to equip that literally gives us a free revive. I have a feeling I'm gonna die a lot more coming up. Let's go ahead and equip this. Let's go ahead and equip that revive immediately. We need to make that thing available to the whole party, like, as soon as freaking possible. Oh. Alright. Let's see what's on the other side of this portal. And then we'll, you know, after whatever cutscene there, we'll, Okay, so Expedition Zero got past this point, which makes sense, because Renoir was the thing blocking our way, not anyone else. So that makes sense. I get that. No more Expedition flags to save. I mean, I have a feeling we're gonna loop around to the areas. There are some like floating islands and
We're
stuff that I don't have the movement abilities to
outside.
get to. So I have a feeling we're gonna be backtracking for some other
I
wall
can feel her.
that we're gonna hit.
We
She's
need to be
there.
as
I can feel
prepared
her.
as possible. Once we go up, there's no turning back.
Well, okay, they gave us a no turning back warning. They gave us a no turning back warning. I think this is where I'm gonna stop it. And since we're not gonna be doing this game next week, we're gonna be doing Power World for 2 things. I think I'll stop here, and I will do as much of the side content as I can find before we go to the next one. That seems like a good thing, because they gave us a warning of, like, no turning back, and whenever they give me one of those in any game, I treat it like law. There is a quote I love that I think applied to the old man. Who cares about living forever if you don't care about being alive? Yeah, immortality, if you don't really care about anything, kind of sucks. That's why I think I'd be okay with immortality, because I just care about seeing new stuff, and there's always new things to see. There are countless variations and interesting, you know, twists on things that you can always see. And even if it's the same thing, I've watched variations of the same thing forever and ever. I like reading fan fiction. I can deal with 1,000 variations on the same 5 things over and over. Don't want to be over-leveled and not know it's too late. Exactly. So let's go ahead, especially since you don't have save slots. Well, I mean, you do. You have multiple save files, but it auto-saves, so I really don't want to do that. So I will be quitting here for tonight. I think this is a good place to stop. Look at Monaco. Monaco is level 39. Everyone else is like on the cusp of 50 or at above 50 in Miles' case. And this man is sitting like all the way back there. Good God. He's 6 levels below CL, who is 3 levels below Verso. Like, CL is within range of the others, but Monaco, your buddy, you're really underleveled. I hate getting characters late in the game. Care more about the state of being alive rather than the actual act of being alive. Exactly. He cared about maintaining this sort of internal status quo, with Verso hating him but being alive, with his, his daughter being alive, and the Paintress, who might be his wife. He would rather them all suffer and be miserable, but be alive and together, than be happy for a brief while before dying. That was literally Verso's comment on him at the very beginning, was that he cares more about living than being together as a family, really. He keeps saying how much he wants them to be a family together forever, but Verso's already made clear so long as their immortality is derived from the deaths of others, he wants no part in it and will not be a part of the family. So the only way he would ever get his family back in truth would be to give that mortality up. It's a very good arc. I think it's good. You can see why Verso might still love him, but because, he's doing it to be with his son forever. But Verso cannot abide the cost of that life anymore. That's actually one of the ways to make immortality interesting, is to make it cost other people stuff. That just looks like a horror movie shot, bud. That right there just looks like a horror movie shot. Actually, it's kind of funny. If you zoom out, it almost looked like somebody was hunched over with, like, glowing eye. It was one, like, eye revealed. I didn't see the backpack because it was so dark, but if you, like, when I zoomed in, it made the picture bigger, but when it's just, like, small, it looks like silhouetted. Interesting. But yeah, I think the idea that Verso didn't hate him, but hate what he became, or just couldn't abide the cost of their life any longer, is just a really good arc in general. Second pick is the book cover art. It really is. You should save that picture. Make sure you save that picture, because Discord might not be around forever. Because that's, like, actually, like, book cover art. Assembly is definitely right there. That's just an amazing shot. Anyway, I will see you all next week when we will return to Pal World, and I get to see all the new stuff. So, yeah. See you next time, and hopefully I will have that new book, the new book review for Faithbreaker out. Sorry that's taken just so long. But yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.